It's TJ Fisher of DFS Academy, and today we're going to be learning the song Thank God I'm Free, and we're going to be doing it in the key of E, right? All right, so if you don't know the key of E, we're going to talk about the scale really quick. So we got E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D sharp, and then we're back to E. Again, that scale is E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D sharp, and then we're back to E. And then we give our chords, right? Now we're going to be talking in numbers because it's going to really help us out. If you haven't checked out the harmonic framework course, definitely you should check it out because we introduce these things and we talk about things in numbers, and we give you chords on all the numbers to be able to understand how to play through and understand the number system. So it's really cool. So you should check it out. We'll leave a link below, but make sure you download also the free PDF of this chart. And we're gonna go through this, and we're gonna be reading this chart to save us a lot of time. Instead of us trying to figure everything out by ear, we made the chart available, and we're gonna follow along with the chart as much as possible, and then we're gonna teach you some nuanced things that are not specifically written in the part, but are like kind of given during the piano part. And then we're gonna solo the piano part so we can try to get it as replicated as much as possible. All right, so let's start with the top of the song. If I look at the top of the song, I know for sure that if I'm looking at my chart, it starts on an E chord, right? Right, regular E chord, and then the bass, I know it's a E. It's like an octave E, which means I'm gonna play a low E and then a high E together, right? So if I play along from the top, we're gonna have E. So here we go. One,
Intro.
two,
Two,
three,
three,
four.
four.
E. Right. So let's catch that right there. That line right there. That da, 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 da. So we got G sharp, B, uh G sharp, B, C sharp, E, and then G sharp again, an octave up. So we're gonna hit the E, and then we're gonna play that line, and then we're gonna have E, 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 right? So, and then they do this thing, right? Right, which is it's the line, but the line harmonized. So with right, so I'm doing like a fourth, which is a B and an E together, and then I'm putting that E, that G sharp at the top, right, which turns this into a B sus, right? Bum, bum, bum. And then I'm playing, right? So I'm keeping my bottom two notes the same, and then, right? So the whole thing together, we're playing an E with that line. Right, that E is gonna stay there, right? And then the next thing happens is we do the same thing, same line again, but the bass notes is gonna change now. And with a C sharp minor, where we're gonna play a C sharp in the bass, and then an A major, right? It says A major right there. So A major 7, we could say A major 7 because it has the A in there, but right, so now we have the line, C sharp in the bass. And if you can't play a double octave, meaning this one and this one, you can just play one of them. And then A, where we play that melody. And then, right, and that's that walk down that happens, right? You can do it with the octave. And then we play that line again. So whole thing together, we got the first one. Starts with the E and the bass when we play the line. Do, 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 do. E, E, E. Hey, it's TJ Fisher here, and if you're enjoying this content and you want a deeper dive with me, join our SKOOL platform. That's where you'll get courses, mentorship, and exclusive content that'll help to take your skills to the next level. So just hit the link below, and I'll see you inside our DFS mentorship platform.